welcome back after that long vid. I'm ZOMBIE-DOLL-PACOLYPSE. Don't mind me, I'm a little bit crazy, but this game's okay. This game I actually really like, and it's pretty interesting. It's got an interesting story to it, and I can sit off to the side of my bed very comfortable like. I don't have to lean over my desk just so I can work on a game, or not work on a game, but work on playing a game or recording. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry for that cat. And I stepped on it! Dang it!
Look, a perfect sphere.
Dang it, I didn't want to click on the globe. Dang it. Alright, let's get up this way. Did I get all the journals? Yeah, I did. There's one more missing. Where am I going to find it? Oh well. Let's get the stuff from this grandfather clock while we're up here.
I see a lot of mechanical parts in there. I need to get them out somehow.
Yeah. Do I use the screwdriver? Not the candlestick.
This faithful screwdriver will do the trick. Time to turn this old clock into a slightly peculiar wardrobe.
LOL. I love the walking animation. It's kind of cute. Time to go downstairs and get the head. Creepiness. I don't know if I like this game all that much. You know, it's kinda creepy. It seems a little bit brighter down here. I don't know. Maybe it's the passage of time and everything. I think we're close to the end, so I think I'm just gonna keep on this game until it ends. So this may be a long vid, you guys.
Belladonna was right. There is a secret switch behind Roland the Poet.
It is a thing for names.
It's too dark down there. I won't see my hands in front of me unless I light the crypt up first.
Okay. Oops.
I can't just drop the lantern into the hole. It's gonna break when it hits the bottom. If there is a bottom.
Yeah.
I'll just tie this rope to the lantern. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Alright. We're out how to do things.
I can lower the lantern into the hole.
Noises!
Amazing. I must be directly underneath the mausoleum in the cemetery.
Okay. Journal page.
I can't believe it. It's another letter. How did it end up down here?
Oh, wow. After insistent probing from my lady Belladonna, I took to the pen come evening. Scribbling does not come as readily for me as it does for her, yet I do most certainly see the appeal to this activity. So much has happened in my life of my late brain is overflowing with joy and secrets and disorder, and if I manage to write down a map of but a fraction of it all, that would be an enormous relief. Verily, it all centers around Belladonna, this queen regent of the castle, who has turned her benevolent face towards me and thus filled my person with happiness I had previously thought unimaginable. I still remember the first time I saw her, standing next to her husband when I took up work in the household, and I remember how she seemed to me to glow. The two of them lost a child shortly after that, and the tragedy would linger in the castle for a long time. All the servants started to leave one by one, but as much as I wanted to, I found myself unable. I kept postponing my departure with each new day, and found myself dancing around Belladonna's flame, drawn to it as strongly as I had been from that first glance. By the time she finally recovered from her melancholy, I was the only one left in the castle, and it was at that time the miracle happened. Belladonna saw me in a new way. The tempestuous affair galloping and world-shaking, and yet so quiet, so hidden. The castle is ours to rule as we please, but only as long as we do not arouse the suspicion of the grave-robbing goblin in the basement. It is as grammatical. It is as if I have stepped into one of the fairy stories my grandmother used to tell. But Nana's stories always ended with someone losing their head or being eaten alive. Though seemingly everlasting, this bliss of ours, a seed of doubt growing in my heart. Belladonna is married, after all, and who am I to break their wedlock? There is not a happy union, true, but I am seducing my love to break her vows and soil her soul, and what wretched ruin will that bring upon us? For a long while Belladonna was all I dreamed about, my queen and goddess, and my deepest wish was for her to let me into her life and let me worship her. I thought I would give up anything for that, but now that I am here, I wonder if I have sacrificed too much. Belladonna comes from high society, and she doesn't realize just how much she takes for granted. It is still clear who is the lady and who is the servant. Can I keep on living like this, or will I have to do the unthinkable and leave her? I made Belladonna promise not to read anything I wrote, and looking at what I have just put down in ink, the weight of that promise is clear. I have forged into words thoughts I did not know I had, and it is vital that these pages remain secluded from prying eyes. Secrets upon secrets. I shall hide this letter inside the old armor in the basement, whom I call Roland the Bard, where I doubt anyone will find it. Okay, the new version of Clara says Roland the Poet, but this one's Roland the Bard. I don't know the difference. I'm descending into the dungeon as soon as I'm done here, and I'll hide this note on my way, as the master has asked me to fetch for him a certain plant from the greenhouse. As strange as this whole situation is, I must still obey his request, only to keep up appearances. And that's the last of the notes. Will I get some sort of achievement? I don't know.
Another angel. Are you the third sibling? What did you do to get put down here? Is your name Gwendolyn?
Oh man.
Here's Francisca's coffin, but the lid is much too heavy for me to lift. Maybe I could break it open, but I'll need some sort of big hammer or mace for that.
That candlestick looks like it'd do the trick. I don't feel comfortable with this.
The things one does for love.
Yeah.
You look very peaceful, but I do so need your head. How shall I remove it?
I don't have
With
anything
some surgical tool from the laboratory, perhaps?
Okay, let's go back up. Let's go back up. Because I don't know junk. Oh, not Francisca, but Belladonna's in the study. Or not the study, but... search the toolbox. See what's left.
The toolbox is empty.
Oh. Okay. Let's get the brain in jar while we're here.
The body of a deranged murderer, the decomposed head of an old lady, the brain of a small child. How could this possibly go wrong?
Brain of Lucas. Alright, let's... bone saw! That'll work.
Ooh, surgical tools. Shiny.
Yes, I got surgical tools! Amazingness. I feel like a creeper. And getting the head of Francisca Canosa?
Now to carefully remove the head. It's remarkably well preserved.
Yeah, totally. Amazingness. Oh, Milanas! And the head's kinda down there and kinda creepy, but okay. Do I gotta drag these to Belladonna? Probably do. Alright, let's talk to Belladonna.
Welcome to the Lab of Horrors.
I have Francisca's head. I
found something else in the crypt. Another note. One I'd written myself when I was alive. I think we need to talk.
What is the matter, dear?
It's just... forget it. It doesn't matter. Let's focus on what we're doing here.
Yes, let's get this creation moving.
Yes, and get this game over with.
I'll get going.
Thank you, dear.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Thank you, dear.
Alright, and then clockwork part?
The creation is complete. All we need to do now is force life into these dead limbs. That
Yes!
big switch on the wall initiates the procedure. Will you have the honor, my dear?
Gladly.
Yes, let's do this!
The time has come. I've wanted to pull this thing since the first time I saw it.
It's alive! Yeah!
It's alive.
Oh my land, it's a zombie-doll-apocalypse! And there's boobs! No! Okay. So that's happening. She's wearing proper clothes, her hair isn't growing back. But hey, dude, it's an amazing game. I like it. That's amazingness, all of it. It's just like, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of my gaming stuff. I highly recommend this game. You can get it off Steam, and it's just like, whoa. Probably find more junk that I missed. So yeah, if you want to see something amazing, play this game. Seriously, do it. But yeah, have a nice day, you lovely people.